Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we are going to be looking at uh, kind of like an extension of yesterday's video, talking about altcoins and looking at the rebound that we're seeing right now. Yesterday, altcoins really took a hit, pretty bad hit, lost about, you know, close to $24 billion in market valuation in terms of dollars, and now we've recovered about 6 billion of that. If you look to our side channel here of coins that I follow, everything's in the green, or at least most of it. Link seems to be the one odd man out. Ethereum's up 1.16%. Uniswap's up 2.3% against Bitcoin. Basic attention tokens up 12%. Celsius is up almost 3% against Bitcoin. Cardano, stealing the show with 10% against Bitcoin. Litecoin at 5.3, Monero at 2.3, and XRP up 4%. I mean, this looks great, but I would argue that this kind of pales in comparison of what happened yesterday. We are still behind. XRP is well behind. Even if we look at Ethereum, we have not yet recovered yesterday's losses in the months in the weeks preceding it. What could be the argument, though, is that this could be the last shakeout. You could say this is the last gut punch for altcoins until the next run. That's entirely a possibility. But with that said, I would say it's too early to call to make that decision. We see that Bitcoin dominance went up as high as 71.22% dominance, which pretty much out hot, like it breaks the highs of the last two times we came to this level here and here. Like we're up here. That's quite astonishing, and it kind of, I don't know. I think at this point this model here has been debunked, invalidated, and we are unable to time the turnaround point with this model. It could be an argument to say that uh, this that all coins can still turn it around. I still believe that they could. All coins have always turned it around at some point in the cycle. It has happened every single time. This time is probably not different. Anyone saying that this is different, I would disagree with them, respectfully disagree. They might argue with institutional investors. I would argue well, yeah, institutional investors, but the market cap for Bitcoin, in order for us to get to like $100,000, we're going to need that kind of money. So we're going to need X amount of more capital to get us to that level, much more than it took us to get to $20,000 from $1,000. And it's as simple as that. It's it's literally scaling the amount of dollars required to move up the price. So I feel like the institutional investor argument is nonsensical. I think we've always needed that kind of amount of money this go around anyway to get to $100,000. If for example institutional investors came in at $1,000, then I would argue that potentially we would see a higher all-time high of $20,000 than before, because if that kind of money was being thrown in at $1,000, then price would be more volatile, and price acceleration, it would be stronger. However, we are at a new level of Bitcoin. There's more money that's involved, more money, like, and in order to move the price higher from here, we would need that kind of institutional money to come into play. And and that's as simple as that. And always, even with institutional investors, I have no doubt that they are also aware of the altcoin market. Like I don't understand why people on Reddit think that they're smarter than institutions or banks. I really don't understand that. Banks have like hundreds of millions of dollars to spend on mitigating risk, on how to make money. And you think that you're smarter than them. I don't believe so. I think banks can know where the wind is blowing, and we underestimate their capabilities. I mean, they could be there could be institutions that are just that have cryptocurrencies and they're just not publicly saying it. Especially if they're not a publicly traded company, we don't know what's on their balance sheet, and we would never know until they become public. So, with that said, I think um the argument, the case for institutional investors that now there's some kind of FOMO going on. Sure, I can understand that, but I think we've always needed that money to get it to higher prices, and it does not deter the potential for altcoins, especially for coins like Ethereum, for Chainlink, for Uniswap, for Basic Attention Token, etc. Anyway, the main point of this video is to see that yeah, we're rebounding, not rebounding enough. This could just be a short term reaction to the pretty significant retraction we had yesterday, which we usually see. You can call it a dead cat bounce if this is just a reactionary move up before another leg down. We simply don't know. Um, I would say the altcoin market is pretty beaten up at this point. It was already getting pummeled before this, and now this is just like the left hook that brought us to the mat, and we're down for the count until we get back up. The question is when. Is it on count one, count four, count nine? We don't know yet, but I'm still pretty confident about Q1 on how altcoins are going to perform in Q1. Uh, we're on Christmas Eve. We have about a week, a little over a week until the new year, and starting January 1st, that's when my clock is saying it's go time. Where are the moves? So that's essentially what I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.